Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Serious Competition, the competitive gaming series where no one knows what they're doing and all basic logic and strategy is thrown out the window. Anthony joining you once again, and like I said in the last episode, that logic only applies to people who regularly appear on the channel, which at this point is me and John, and it also applies to Cole since he's appeared live action in a video, so there's that. And like the last video, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. I was gonna play this Plunder Patrol deck, but after last week's kind of disappointment with Raigeki kind of screwing me over because I was an idiot, I'm going to play my Machina deck again, so we'll see how this goes. Albeit I've been trying to record for the past half hour, and every time something goes wrong, albeit I did have one cool play where I managed to use Machina redeployment to bait out a negation and then just Raigeki his board. Ended up losing that game because I just got nuked, but yeah, I've been dealing with all sorts of crap. People taking too long, somebody who called me a noob for summoning Fortress in a way that he didn't like, which I just revealed the card to show that's what I was going to do, then summoned it, then discard my card. I don't get it. Like, as long as the game state ends at a legal point at that point, what's the difference? I don't know. And then I had somebody who trash talked me because I wasn't entertaining for playing Air Raider and setting down 3 spelled traps on my first turn, so that was a whole nother situation, and I had to block somebody for that because that was annoying, but hopefully we can get this thing going. So again, I'm using my Machina deck today. If you want more information on why everything's here, you can go watch the previous episode, which was episode 9, which was titled One Card Can Make a Difference, or something like that. I don't remember. What was it? One card can make a difference? Yeah, one card can make a difference, so yeah. Now, quickly going over everything, though. Machina Citadel, our big beat stick. He has a board wipe effect, can get summoned out when another monster gets destroyed, so there's that. Air Raider, it's our biggest defender, so that's always fun. 2 Irradiator to swap out monsters if need be, and also as Ixies or Link fodder. 3 Fortress, another big beat stick, just to hit over things, and then it also has some card disruption effects. I can target cards my opponent controls, I can discard cards from the hand, and it's a good way to get Citadel into the graveyard, so that's fun. Metal Cruncher to get resources, and it's another big beat stick if necessary. Gear Frame to get resources into the hand. Possess Storage to summon out whatever we need from the graveyard. Resavager to for extra attack, and then that's our monster lineup for spells. 3 Redeployment to grab whatever resources we need. 2 Iron Draw just as a situational card or as discarding fodder if I need it. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon to shut down face downs in the back row. Defense Perimeter to force targets onto our larger Machina monsters. Supply Squad just to get resources in compensation if something gets destroyed. Armored Unit to summon out things if things get destroyed. So like Citadel goes down to Metal Cruncher goes down to Fortress, so on and so forth. Also Defense Perimeter can recover resources when stuff is destroyed. And then 2 Iron Call to summon out level 4s if I need Ixies fodder or something. And then 1 copy of Raigeki just as an emergency board wipe if I don't have a Citadel out. For traps, 3 Overdrive to get like a Gear Frame into a Citadel or something like that. Back to the front, summon out whatever we need from the graveyard, just like with, actually I don't remember what it was, but, oh yeah, it's basically just a universal version of Citadel's effect, and then, even though I'm pretty sure that came first, whatever. And then 3 Solemn Strike to shut down monster effects or special summons, so that's good. So, extra deck, I forgot to mention this the first time I tried to record it, but 2 Double-Headed Anger Knuckle, Link Monster, if I absolutely need it for whatever reason, but it's mainly there in order to summon out extra Citadels because of its effect, which, during main phase, you can send 1 monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, then special summon 1 level 10 monster or machine monster in defense position. Agent of the Sea Castrum, this is the main Ixies monster that I usually use, albeit most of the time I have bad luck with it, but we'll see how it goes this time. 3 Heavy Armor Train Iron Wolf, I also use this one a lot. Just being able to allow a monster to attack directly is always a good thing. Rail Cannon Gustav, just to inflict damage if I need to, and if I get multiple Citadels out, it's an option. Same idea with Sky Palace Gengaradai, so there's that, and also it destroys cards, so that's fun. Big Eye to take control of monsters if I need to, and then Sanafon the Sky Prison if I have a ton of monsters. If my opponent actually has a ton of monsters in the graveyard, I can summon this out in place of Aegean or just Aegean, actually, because that's the only rank 8 Ixies monster I have in this deck. So regardless, let's go ahead and jump into a match, and hopefully I don't encounter any of the that I just encountered over the past half hour, because I do not want to deal with that again, and I need to get this out. Alrighty, we got a game and lost rock, paper, scissors. I have won 0 rock, paper, scissors, except for one. I don't remember if it was the trash talking game or the guy calling me out for not special summoning his way game. I don't remember. I'm going first, and... Okay, so this is a hand. Actually, let's set this. Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? There we go. Okay, so then let's just do this. To graveyard and special summon in defense. And then I should have played that face up, because then I would have gotten iron draw. So let's just set ourselves a redeployment, or overdrive, excuse me, and end the turn. I'll play iron draw next turn if I've got nothing else to do. Okay, we got a cyber dragon. Oh, from the hand. Duh. Okay, there's a ancient 3 of them. What is he playing? Cyber Eternity Dragon. You have a machine fusion monster in your graveyard. Your opponent cannot... Machina Citadel. That's a thing. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay. We can make this work, so... Let's go... to attack position. Let's actually... Yeah, let's flip summon this. Let's activate Iron Draw, because I'm not going to be special summoning anyways. Don't think he has a response. Solemn Strike and Defense Perimeter. That's a good draw. Let's force the Defense Perimeter online, or force defense... Bring Defense Perimeter online. Don't know why I said force, duh. Let's go ahead and get rid of Resavenger and do that. So he is now at 2,900. It might have been a better play to overdrive into Citadel, but it would have been a better play to overdrive into Citadel. Oh well, mistakes were made. Is he going to... There we go. Okay, so he should take 100. Is he going to take 100 and SS that Cyber Dragon? Is he? Either he's lagging or I'm lagging. And knowing my luck, it's probably me. Okay, there he goes. Okay. Okay, that was like, what, 20 seconds or something like that? I don't know. I'd have to review the footage. He could banish that at any time. Had called to the, or called by the grave, or whatever it's called. What's he doing? Okay, he was asking if I destroyed it. I mean, it was a battle, so yeah. Okay, there we go. And where be the Cyber Dragon? Oh wait, does he not get to summon that? Hold on. Okay, I guess he doesn't get to summon that, because it wasn't sent. Oh, it wasn't sent. It was sent. It wasn't sent. It was destroyed, not sent to the graveyard. Okay, that's different. That was weird, but okay. I didn't know that. Let's go ahead and bring out this bad boy. And then that was destroyed. So I can declare defense perimeter. Target a machine monster in my graveyard, add it to my hand. So we're definitely going to add that. I should have been able to add Ravager back to my hand, but mistakes were made. So I can only special summon once, so let's just go ahead and set that and move on with our lives. Should have grabbed the Ravager again, but whatevs. I've got a Citadel out. I can board wipe if necessary, to an extent. Oh, oh, wait, is that Monster Reborn? Okay, what's he bringing out? Oh, wait a minute. I am not going to allow that. Okay, so he didn't destroy it, but yeah, he didn't destroy it yet. So there's that. Solemn Strike is gone. I am really, really wishing I had grabbed that Ravager, but whatever. So no, we're not activating redeployment. We are going to reveal a Radiator, and then special summon that in defense position. Send that to the graveyard. I'm going to keep my redeployment in hand. And battle phase, we hit him for 900. Oop. I accidentally hit the attack directly button. It was supposed to hit the Cyber Dragon, so there's that. Now, how did he do that earlier? Oh, he Monster Reborn, duh. Okay, so we're going to do that. Really nothing else I can do, so turn over. Another Cyber Dragon. Is that all three of his Cyber Dragons? That is all three of his Cyber Dragons. Okay, special summon that in defense position. Accidentally went to battle phase. No big deal. Stuff happens. And it looks like it is... Okay, Iron Call. Do I link summon here? Or do I use redeployment? Because if I can get a second Citadel out... Let me think about this. Okay, so we've got this figured out. So we're going to activate redeployment. Declare the effect. Send this to the graveyard. Redeployment. So we're going to go ahead and grab another Citadel. And we're going to grab a gear frame. Then we are going to normal summon the gear frame. And then we are going to go ahead and add a Ravager to my hand. And then we are going to link summon out double-headed Anger Knuckle. And then we're going to declare this, send this to the graveyard, and then I believe this gets special summoned in defense position. Is it defense position? Summon it in defense position. Okay. He just shuffled his deck for whatever reason. Whatever. And then target one of your Machina monsters. Okay, that won't do anything. So we go to battle phase. Hit the Cyber Dragon. It down. And then we attack him with Anger Knuckle. I would have played Ravager on it, but it's not a Machina monster, so I can't. And that will end the turn. So I have 2 Citadels on the board. That's good. That's a 2,000. He's gonna hit over this Anger Knuckle, so I lose 500 here. That's a machine. So I can target one machine monster in my graveyard, add it to my hand, and I think that monster is going to be Gear Frame. So let's start the turn. There's a Possess storage, so I could get out my third. I could have summoned Citadel, but whatever. So we're gonna go to main one. Okay, so I already pointed out that this guy had reshuffled his deck at a point he shouldn't have earlier, which, if you don't know, in like Pokemon and Transformers, you're not allowed to do that without the instruction of a card effect or a game rule. Otherwise, if you're like bricking, you could just reshuffle your deck and reset yourself for free, which that is essentially cheating. However, if you look at his profile icon, he was looking at his deck when a card effect didn't tell him to. So, or actually, there was no card effect that told him to look at his deck. So I double checked the footage. He had nothing. So I'm not sure if this was intentional or not, based on the fact that there is no way you could have accidentally clicked on it and stayed in it for that long. I do think it was intentional, but it's not a big deal considering this was an unranked game, but it's fun to point this kind of stuff out anyways. So yeah, that's really all I'm gonna say here. So back to the madness. Actually, let's do something interesting here. So let's normal summon Possess storage, declare the effect, bring out Irradiator, and then send this to the grave and this to the grave in order to bring out the other double-headed Anger Knuckle. Then we declare this effect, send Gear Frame to the graveyard, and then I special summon this Citadel like that. And then, okay, this is where it really gets fun. Overlay these two, chugga chugga choo choo. This is gonna be fun. There's a Citadel back in the graveyard. He takes 2,000. Citadel hits the dragon. How did he gain 1,000? What? Wait, how did he gain 1,000? Huh? Okay, he took it back. Okay. What? Oh, he must have done it twice. Oh, he might be lagging. Yeah, whatever. I still win anyways, so let's go ahead and do... Nah, let's not be a dick about it. And that does it. Okay, that went well. 20 minutes. Should I do one more game? Well, the answer to that is going to be no, because unfortunately, for whatever reason, my mic decided to cut out a couple of turns into the second game I recorded, so you won't get to see pretty much the majority of it. However, there is one play I do want to highlight just because, so let's go ahead and cut over to that. Okay, so let's break this down. Now, what just happened is his monster destroyed my gear frame, and I triggered Supply Squad, and I drew another Supply Squad. Start of turn draw, I drew a gear frame, and at this point, I had an idea running around in my head. So I decided to normal summon gear frame here, declare the effect, I was checking to see if he had any response because he had his card face down. Thankfully, he didn't, so I set to main 1 since I always forget to do that. And then I go ahead, go look through the deck, and I was contemplating making another move potentially, but after a bit of thinking about it, I decided to stick to my original plan and grab a Resavenger. We'll get back to that in a moment. Next, I decided to go ahead and use Iron Call, and I was going to summon out my gear frame, and I'll explain what that was for in a minute. Now, at this point, he clicks on it. I think he's going to negate it because, again, he has a face-down card, but it turns out he was just looking at it, so there's that. I contemplate here which position to summon it in case he has a response. I just end up summoning it in an attack position, and now you can probably start to see where this is going. Now, after I got rid of that, I was thinking, actually, wait a minute, do I want to Link summon instead of Ixie summon and bring out Citadel? I'm like, actually, no, that's not going to do as much damage if this play works out. So I go ahead and decide to overlay the two and bring out Heavy Armor Train Iron Wolf. So now you can start to see where the idea is rolling here. I was going to set Aerator to attack position, and here I thought he was going to negate that summon, but thankfully he didn't. Set Aerator to attack position, play Resavenger on it to get it up to 2,700 attack, hit over his monster, which, due to his field spell in play, would prevent him from taking any battle damage. It was like, if the battle involves his fairy-type monster, he takes no damage. So Aerator gets the plus 1,200. I won't be doing damage, but at least I'll do 2,200 with Iron Wolf. I attack him, lo and behold, Mirror Force. And at this point, I'm freaking out. Like, what the hell? I thought this card was banned. Sure enough, it isn't, and in fact, it's unlimited. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, my entire strategy for that round is done. So at this point, I'm like, okay, we might as well just get this over with. So I was about to send Iron Wolf to the grave, but then I remembered he has the effect where I can add a level 4 monster or level 4 machine-type monster from my deck to my hand. I contemplate whether to grab Possessed Storage or Resavenger. In the end, I grab Resavenger just as a quick defender, or if I manage to get something else out, I could use that to boost up its attack and hit over his monster. On Supply Squad's trigger, I draw a Machina redeployment, which I figured was going to be helpful for getting something out. I send Aerator, then I realize that Citadel could be summoned out in attack position, and I'm like, okay, next turn he won't be able to attack me. Then I realize, wait a minute, it's still my battle phase. So I hit him, and I don't do any damage, but I managed to have a huge attacker out and something that could absorb a hit if need be, and also managed to clear his board. So I somehow unintentionally played around Mirror Force, which the reason the Citadel was even in the graveyard in the first place is because I discarded it to use Aerator, or to get Aerator out, but the fact that I unintentionally played around Mirror Force still blows my mind, and again, you can't hear it, but I was amazed that I was able to have that happen. So, anyways, okay, so before you go, I do want to tease a little something for a video I'm hoping to record in the next couple of weeks. So, obviously I have my Machina deck. You've seen that Plunder Patrol deck, or you saw it at the beginning of the video, but I've told John I have a little surprise for him coming, and it involves custom cards. He has no idea that this is coming. I kind of have transformed various Transformers TCG cards and put them into Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because. So he has no idea that this is what I'm planning. He knows there are custom cards, but he doesn't know it's this. Hopefully he's not watching right now. If he is, oh well, there goes the surprise. But it's still going to be fun to mess around with. So I have an Aerial Bot deck. I just have a standard Autobot deck. The Pendulum effect, the Pendulum monster concept actually works out fairly well because I have a custom card that allows you to move your monsters between your Pendulum zone and your monster zone, so that's fun. So I was able to get the flip effects in there. We have some Titan Masters in the form of fusion monsters. I have some custom cards that are designed specifically for Yu-Gi-Oh! And these Iacon cards, and an Iacon Ixie's monster. So that's the Autobot deck. I have a deck specifically tailored around Blaster as a Link monster. And then I have all the mini cassettes. This one's especially fun to use. Interpret the Airwaves I was able to port over fairly easily. Obstructive Rhythm is basically just Solemn Judgment, but only for traps, and you have to tribute a mini cassette instead of paying life points, so that's fun. And then I have a Decepticons deck that I also built. So you got Megatron, you got Acid Storm as your other Pendulum monster, you got Megatron as a fusion monster, Soundwave as a Link monster, so not sure which one of these I will use for the video, but whatever it is, hopefully John's reaction is good, because that's kind of the point of recording that video. I kind of want to see his reaction to this this stuff, because it could get interesting. So if you want to make sure you get notified when you see that, be sure to subscribe. Again, I don't really like talking about it, but this is something that you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for, because it should be interesting. But with that little teaser out of the way, hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here today. And yeah, that will do it for this video. Peace out, y'all.